Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading. It is a rather dark and gloomy Sunday evening where I am in South Africa. Our lights are out. Luckily, I do have a power supply that I can use to light my tarot table. And so I am able to do a reading for you this evening, but I thought because it's a dark and gloomy Sunday evening that I would check in with Prince Harry. Now, according to Neil Sean, Prince Harry is feeling isolated, trapped and homesick, and that's a real Sunday evening feeling. If you're not happy, Sunday evenings are difficult. So I am going to be doing a Celtic cross using just the regular Rider-Waite tarot today to see how he's doing. Of course, he's having to deal with the fact that the people he has left behind, Prince William and Catherine, Prince Charles, all been blossoming of late, being seen out and about, doing busy and important things, environmental campaigns, being very well received. There is, of course, the worry over his grandmother's health. Queen Elizabeth has been in hospital. She's been told to take it easy. Prince Harry hasn't seen her for a very long time. That must be a worry. He was supposed to be back in the UK recently, filming for the Invictus Games documentary he's doing for Netflix. He wasn't seen in the UK. It was abruptly cancelled. No sign of him. He was supposed to be seeing the Queen during that trip. Nothing. And so things not going well for him by all accounts. And so let's see. I think we're ready. I think we have our reading. And I'm in my woolly jumper, and I apologise for that. It's a bit of a very woolly jumper. It's cold here where I am, and not because the lights are out. It's just because we seem to be having a rather belated spring. I don't want to say a silent spring, but very strange energy, strange things going on in the world, strange things going on in my life, and very strange things going on in Prince Harry's life, that's for sure. So let's see how he's doing. And underlying energy, all fine. Queen of Pentacles, there she is. That's Her Majesty, the Queen, really. Could be Prince Harry, of course. He's an earth sign. Pentacles are earth signs, but that's home. That's the support. That's the nurturing. That's what he wants. That feeling of comfort, that feeling that all is well in the world. When you have a Queen of Pentacles in your life, she looks after you. When you're little, she's the one who packs your school lunch and makes sure that everything's right, and off you go. And as you grow older, she's the one who listens to you and hears all your problems and probably bakes something nice and comforting for you and helps you out. And she's the wife, the mother, the support, the loyal person in your life, female energy. That's what he wants. And I'm actually feeling quite sad when I say that. He wants a mother. He's not certainly getting that amount of nurturing from home, I don't think, but let's see what the cards have to say. And of course, tarot reading, entertainment purposes, all my opinion. How is he really? And there he is, the Knight of Wands in reverse. And that's not a good energy. The Knight of Wands in reverse is, of course, quite a fickle energy, hot-headed, rash, impulsive, done things that he possibly now regrets. The Knight of Wands, of course, also has to do with travelling and fast movement. And it could be, when I look at the Knight of Wands, it could be a little bit of homesickness there, because the Knight of Wands does travel. He moves home. And let's see what his challenge is. And his challenge is the Page of Cups, and that is an apology. He really needs to apologize to the people that he has hurt and express emotion. And the sorry word, I think the sorry word is much needed at the moment, and some people have great difficulty saying that word. I think Prince Harry is one of them. He possibly hasn't really in his life ever apologized truly and genuinely and deeply for his behavior. And I think it's needed. If he wants to go home, and that Knight of Wands in reverse tells me that perhaps he does, he needs to say sorry. So what's hidden from us? What is lying deep beneath all of this, deep unconscious things? There he is, the Hermit. That's the Virgo. Of course, Prince Harry is a Virgo. He is the Hermit. But the Hermit is in reverse. He's lost. He really is lost and trying to find his way, but he's looking in all the wrong places to find his path. He's not looking inward. He's not taking advice from the right people. He's listening to all kinds of bad counsel, in my opinion. And he himself, within himself, is not happy. The Hermit card can be a very lonely card. When it's in the upright, it's deliberate. Yes, you've removed yourself from society to have a think about things, to ponder and contemplate. When it's in the reverse, you want to come back into society. You're lonely. You really want to return to the place that is your comfort. And your comfort is this Queen of Pentacles, Her Majesty the Queen. Of course, it's the safety of that royal figure who is so abundant and has always been so kind and loving and supportive. No matter what Harry might say in interviews with famous media stars in America, she has been his rock, his comfort, his support throughout his life, and he's left her and he now regrets it and he misses her. So what is his focus right now? What is he really focused on? And that's healing and balance. And the Temperance card is a good thing. Focused on healing, focused on fixing things, focused on getting his life back on an even keel. Things have got a little bit out of control, a little bit unhinged. His relationships with people have got out of control. Possibly his own temper has got out of control. Possibly his substance abuse has got out of control. And of course, allegedly, he has still got substance abuse problems. We know that he definitely did have in the past. Maybe ongoing, that he needs some kind of treatment, some kind of therapy, and some kind of healing. And also needing to develop a patience, because the Temperance card is all about patience, and to learn to curb this hot-headedness that is so evident in the Knight of Wands in reverse. So what has happened in Prince Harry's recent past that has led him to this place of contemplation? He's having to defend himself against attack constantly in the media. And no matter what he does, and however well-intentioned it is, it comes out wrong, it's criticised, and he's felt it. He for sure sits and reads the comments in the Daily Mail. He for sure looks on social media. He probably watches things on YouTube. I doubt that he watches tarot on YouTube. But there's a lot of criticism. For instance, the Body Language Guy, fabulous channel, I do love it. But there's a lot of criticism out there that he's having to endure and has had to endure in the past. Very difficult for him. He's very sensitive, very prickly, very thin-skinned, and he has felt it. Felt very wounded that he's having to fight back constantly, put out those PR pieces, try and set the record straight as far as he's concerned. We all see things very differently, or most of us do. But from his point of view, from where he's standing, he thinks he's in the right, because the Seven of Wands, that person in the Seven of Wands, is on the high ground. So he thinks, he really does believe, or did in the past, believe that he was right to feel the way he felt, to do the things that he did, to say the things that he said. He's having a bit of a rethink now with the Knight of Wands in reverse and the Page of Cups as his challenge. He is beginning to be aware that he perhaps has followed the wrong path, that he perhaps has some healing to do, that he perhaps has got to apologize at some stage, at some level, whether it's to the general public or whether it's just to this Queen of Pentacles who's waiting patiently for him to come home. So let's see in the near future, what's he going to do? And there is the Reconciliation card, the Reunion card. He certainly is going to make some kind of attempt to reconcile, at least with the Queen, and to try and fix things. And that's interesting, that's encouraging. And much as I am disappointed in him as a human being, and I do enjoy a bit of Schadenfreude every now and then, taking the high road and taking a higher perspective on this whole thing, it would be good to see, particularly for this Queen of Pentacles here, that there was some reconciliation, some healing of the relationship that has been so broken. And so let's see, because of course the person who stands in the way of all of this is his wife Meghan Markle. Let's see how things are on the marriage front. Oh wow. Not good. Not good at all with the Four of Swords. That is yet another retreat card. He's defeated. The Four of Swords, that knight in the Four of Swords is defeated. He's finished, he's done, he's dead. He's dead to the world, he's resting, he's taking time out. He actually wants to take time out from his marriage and heal from it, recover from it. The Four of Swords also is the card of reputational harm. So he knows that his marriage has cost him dearly. It has cost him his reputation. It has cost him his military reputation. And we'll be looking at that because he is going to be handing out some medals in the next few days at some rather half-baked ceremony, give him something to do. He can't go to the Remembrance Sunday in the UK. Nobody wants to know about the wreath that he would like to lay. And of course there was that ridiculous attempt last year in California to try and do some kind of ceremony and look all somber and lay a wreath, and Meghan in her black outfit looking ghoulish and smirking at the cameras, and it was a terrible fail. He knows that he has failed, that his marriage has cost him. It's cost him his reputation. It's cost him his military career. Not career, because he didn't have a military career when he married, but it's cost him the opportunity to wear those uniforms that he had sent out to him in Montecito and are now being mothballed, can't be used. So this is hard. This is painful. This is wondering how he's going to heal from all of this mess that he has made. And how does he feel about his old life in the UK, the royal family? Does he miss them? What's his feelings towards them? Well, he feels like he's a beggar. He feels like he's going to have to go cap in hand and beg and grovel to be received back into the royal family. And they are the ones with all the power, all the abundance, all the ability to fix things. He is going to have to go back groveling. And with that Six of Pentacles, it's the charity card. It's the fair play card. It's getting back what you put into something. And if you took more than you deserved from a situation, you're going to feel it at some stage. You will be beggared. And Prince Harry knows. He knows that he hasn't put in the right effort to the royal family. He knows that if he goes back, he's going to be going back cap in hand as a beggar, and not necessarily received like the prodigal was received. He's going to be treated like a beggar. He's going to have to earn his keep. He's going to have to contribute in some way. He's going to have to do exactly what this Temperance card says. Restore balance, restore harmony. Put in effort. The Temperance card is the major arcana version of the Six of Pentacles. So twice it's come out now, knowing that he has got work to do with the royal family to heal things, to balance things, to bring back harmony. And so what are his hopes and fears currently? And it's very interesting, that card came out in my pre-shuffle when I put the deck down in the center to start recording. This card was sitting in facing upright on the deck, and so I had to pick up the cards and start shuffling again, so I could shuffle it back into the deck, and it's come out. This was the heart of the reading, really. Five of Cups, grief, sorrow, remorse, focused on what you have lost. He's very worried that he's never going to recover from this pain, this suffering, this remorse is going to be never ending. But he does hope that there is a way out of this for him. And while she is around, there is. But I would say only while the Queen of Pentacles is around. So the clock is ticking for Prince Harry. And let's just shuffle everything down. I didn't get it all very well into picture tonight. And let's see the outcome for Prince Harry. The outcome is the Eight of Wands in reverse. He's going to be blocked for the time being. He's going to be blocked from returning. If the Eight of Wands was in the upright, that would be sudden change, swift movement, unblocking the channels of communication, and lots of messages going backwards and forwards. But no, it's in the reverse. So any attempt that he makes to communicate with these people that he has walked away from and betrayed and left in the lurch is going to be blocked, even with this person. And we've seen it already, as I said in my intro before I started this reading. He was supposed to go back to the UK to interview members of the Invictus Games and work on that documentary for Netflix, and that allegedly was blocked. The royal family prevented him from using royal premises for the interview. Things got very difficult. He ended up not going back to the UK. Apparently he's going to do Zoom interviews with these people now rather than going to the UK. There it is. He's being blocked from going back to the UK. They don't want him there. Not in his current circumstances, not in his current ruined circumstances. They just don't want him. They're not interested. They probably aren't answering messages. And I'm going to be doing a reading on that with Prince William and Catherine. Apparently Meghan and Harry have reached out and offered their help with the Earthshot Prize in the US next year. That message hasn't been answered. So there's a lot of emails that are going into the void, into the ether, disappearing into the ether, not being answered, telephone calls not being answered. He's probably trying to reach out to effect that reconciliation. Doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon. Of course, this could be delayed progress for him. It might happen in the future, but right now things are looking pretty bleak for Prince Harry. A rash act that he performed in disappearing from the royal family, leaving them all in the lurch, has certainly come back to haunt him. We see it with this Five of Cups. And as I say, it did come out in my pre-shuffle that I didn't capture on camera, but it was very clear to me that that is the energy that really is the dominant energy at the moment for Prince Harry. So as Neil Sean said, I do think Prince Harry is feeling isolated and trapped and homesick right now. And yes, he does deserve it. But no, I don't think she deserves to be in this mess. So let's hope that at some stage something unblocks and something happens to help the situation, at least for the Queen's sake. And on that note, I wish you all a happy Sunday, what's left of it anyway, and I'll see you tomorrow.